Hello everyone and welcome back to Accident Gamers. Today I'll be reviewing Cuphead, as you can see. This game was out for PC and Xbox One last year. I'm playing it on my laptop, however I'm using my Xbox One Elite controller, so yeah, basically the same thing. The only difference is that here we have resolution settings. I did play this in 4K. As I'm recording this from my laptop right now, though, the setting is not available because it does not have a 4K screen. But yeah, very nice. No need to get that Xbox One X for this game. So happy about that. Funny thing though, before we start, this screen really reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. Good stuff. But as you can see here, I have 98% finished in this game. I believe there's a collectible or two away from 100. So yesterday I was playing this game with my friend Alex, and we played the co-op mode of the game, and we actually got really far. We played through everything in the game except for the last 3 stages, or bosses rather. This was supposed to be a boss rush game entirely, and it still very much is. Most stages are just you fighting bosses, and it's very cool. However, there are some other stages, like the run and gun they are called. I had one over here. Unfortunately, it's one of the harder ones, but yeah, I'll use this as a demonstration. So this is a action platformer. For the boss fights, the gameplay varies a bit depending on which stage you're playing or which boss you're fighting. So you can always do your jump, you have the dash ability, and obviously you can shoot. So right now I'm using the charge weapon. It's my favorite. It's really nice, especially for bosses, as you can charge it up while evading stuff and then fire when you need to. Very good. When you're too busy avoiding stuff that you can't even shoot off your charged shot, I also use the homing. So this is nice because you can run around and yeah, just concentrate entirely on avoiding stuff while the aim is yeah, automatic. Not as strong though, but yeah, cool stuff. As you can see, the graphics in this game is really awesome too. I love the style, and maybe it's more about the style than the graphics really, but nonetheless it looks really good. So colorful, so much stuff everywhere. Playing this in co-op also was very busy. Double the amount of like shots on screen, and all these dust everywhere when you land, and yeah, so much stuff on the screen while playing co-op, but so much fun. So what can I say about this game? You're hearing the music. It's very retro. We have a lot of retro games nowadays with like scanline filters and pixelated graphics. This is retro in a whole other way. So yeah, what can I say? It looks great, it sounds great, but it's very retro. I saw few cartoons that looked like this as a child, so I can relate a bit, but it's not very nostalgic to me, not at all. So there we died, and this screen is interesting because here you can see how far you got actually in the stage. As you can see there, I was very close to beating it, so yeah, there you had a good example of, of what a stage can look like. And also this screen here, which we would not have gotten if I did beat the stage. That's good, I suppose, for this review here. Let's exit back to the map and I'll show you something more. This is not so retro that all you can do is just jump and shoot. You also have some equipment, which is very nice, and yeah, the art here, as you can see, is still very nice. So you can pick and select between 2 different equipped shots at a time. Like I said, I prefer the charge and the homing. They kind of complement each other very nicely. But you also have spread, and I do want to show you the original pea shooter. This is the weapon you start with, and all of these have a special move as well that's exclusive to the weapon. So yeah, let's go to a boss fight. And yeah, we have difficulties here. I played the entire game on regular. Expert was not a option back when I played the game. Must have been unlocked now after I finished it.
This match will get red hot.
Yeah, so this is your typical boss fight. You have to avoid a lot of stuff. This barrel here, for example. Yeah, stuff that's shooting against you. Everything that's pink in this game you can double jump on, just like that. So you press jump and then jump again. It refills your special gauge, which is very nice. So as long as you're avoiding stuff and taking your chances and jump on those, you can do these special moves. This one makes me invincible, so that's quite nice. But that's because I had charged it up fully. If I don't charge it up fully, you see the cards on the bottom left screen. Yeah, so what I was trying to say is that those cards, when you get 5 of them, I believe, that's when you can do the super, which made me invincible just now. But if you want to use the cards one-on-one and not do that super, you can do these special attacks instead. This is the one you get with the starting weapon, the pea shooter. The blue shots here, very, very simple stuff. But I believe this one does quite nice amount of damage, so that's always good. Here's the char coming. You could see in the background that it was about to show up, so it's always your fault if you die in this game, because it does really give you a few seconds to react and see what you want to do. The game is generally a lot faster than this. I'm taking it very slow just to demonstrate. But yeah, so much fun, and it looks so good. The music is really, really funny as well, as you can hear. The sound effects, so good. It all blends together very nicely, and they have been working on this game for quite some time. It got delayed multiple times over, but yeah, having played through it yesterday and today, almost beating it in one sitting, it was so much fun. I highly recommend the game. So another thing you can do is if you press, for me I have it on the right trigger, but it locks your character in place, like this, so you can aim whichever way you want. Otherwise you have to run around while aiming. So that's quite nice. So here's the spread shot. I never talked about it really. So shorter range, but yeah, it's your usual spread shot, which you have in many shooters. You can hit the boss with all these 3 shots, because it's as long as you're close enough, like this. I believe that does a lot of damage. Keeping this up, I might actually beat the boss, and I don't want to spoil you guys, so let's exit here and see if there's anything else I should be talking about. The special move, as I showed, which made me invincible, they you can equip too. There's a total of 3, and yeah, they differ quite nicely. There's offensive ones, obviously the defensive one with my invincibility, and a third one which you unlocked very late in the game, so I'll keep that spoiler free as well. Really the expert super, as I'd like to call it, it's a bit more tricky to use but very powerful. These dices here, they're part of the story, and they're what connecting the different worlds together. Once you've beaten all the bosses in a world, you go into these dice houses. Now I couldn't see the contents of it because I already done it because I beat the game. But yeah, in there you had a nice song where with lyrics, and they actually sang about what you had to do to progress in the game. They were singing like you haven't defeated all the bosses or something like that. Really sweet. Also on the run and gun stages, the platforming stages, you collect coins. The coins you buy stuff in the shop here. So I'll show you the shop. I bought everything except one thing. Yeah, you can increase your hearts to take more damage, but you do less damage as well. Not worth it in my opinion, but yeah, customization is always nice. And I love how this looks. It reminds me of Ys, but yeah, Undertale also had a shop like this. Very cool stuff. So yeah, I guess that kind of wraps it up. The overworld, yeah, let's talk about the overworld as well. As you can see, it's very nice looking and very simple. How everything you can interact with is shaking like this, like in old cartoons. It's very, very nice because it makes it so much easier for us to see what we can actually interact with and where to go to progress in the game. You have NPCs as well. You can talk to them. They didn't really change the game all that much, to be honest. But whenever you do beat a stage, you unlock certain shortcuts, like going through here. So they have actually put some time figuring out which stages should be like the first ones before you can move on in terms of difficulty. And I thought the difficulty curve was good. It could have been adjusted a little bit more because some of the harder bosses were in like the middle of the game, but most of the hardest ones were in the final world, so that's good. I just want to show you something very early in the game that you can go up here and go around. So yeah, the game have little secrets like that, and I'm sure there's more of those. I never tried out too much, but that could be my last two missing percentage. But yeah, a very nice game, and I'm very happy I played it. It's unfortunately, like I said, exclusive to Xbox One as far as consoles goes, and also on the PC here. But yeah, great game and so much fun. Just something I didn't show you on the last boss fight I I showed is that, let's see, I think this is a boss fight. Yeah, I just want to show you real quick. This is one of the first bosses you can fight in the game, so not much of a spoiler. But every boss in this game have different phases, like stages of difficulty. So once you've shooten it for a while, it will change. And I'm having a hard time talking while I'm playing. But yeah, let's see if we can get it down to lower HP, and it will transform. And every boss did this, and because the graphics are so handcrafted, it's very, very nice how you get so much new artwork every single boss fight. Yeah, so look at this. Very much reminds me of the Dragon Quest slime, by the way. So funny. Yeah. So yeah, there's not a lot more I can say about the game in a review purpose, but yeah, I guess I could just show you the game a bit more. I'll pick my standard setup here. This slot is interesting as well. I have the coffee here. It automatically refills my super meter over time, which is very nice. You can have extra hearts instead, or a better dash and whatnot, but yeah. It's just nice that the game has some customization at all.
A great slam and then some. Now go.
So like I said, I love this charge. Much easier to dodge and then actually do damage when when you're not doing anything else. Oh shit. Also, I believe the charge shot is the strongest weapon in the game. So there's that too. just want to show you the last phase here. It's coming up now. Yeah, so now we're fighting his gravestone, and this is a perfect example of how crazy this game gets and what they do with the art style. It's it's so cool. Like, look at this boss. When I first encountered the blue slime, I would never have guessed it would turn out like this. And that creativity remains for the rest of the game, I tell you. So if you like the style, check this game out. It's very impressive visually, and so much fun to play. Quite hard, but you will learn eventually. And as you can see here, the homing attack, it's one way to cheese some bosses, not all of them, obviously, but the easier ones like this, very easy with the homing attack. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, now we get to see the results screen as well, so that's cool. And that's actually something I realize now that I want to talk about in this review, is that when you beat a stage, it will tell you how many times you parried. That's the double jump you could do on those pink things I mentioned earlier. If you parry 3 things during this boss fight, you will get extra score, and if I were to use more supers, the same thing. So you can actually replay all these stages and try to get the perfect score and play them on higher difficulty, apparently. So yeah, some replay value there as well, which is quite nice. I'm not sure if the game has a completionist bonus, or if there's like some extra hidden boss fight. That's for me to find out, but yeah, finished the game today and I just want to talk about it, so yeah, that'll wrap it up. Thanks a lot for watching, and until next time, get gaming.